Yeah, I thought maybe we could take it with us and everybody work on it, and then we can meet again and go over it, because now we're getting late, and
Okay.
it's a big one, and there's quite a few things that.
How do we come up with all these handwritten numbers on transfer station budget?
On the transfer station budget, I worked on it and Jordan worked on it.
How come we didn't all participate?
Well, we're doing it now. I just did it
Really?
ahead of
After
time.
you
'Cause-
got the numbers already in?
Well, we're gonna talk about it, Royce. I mean, this is why they're handwritten, they're not carved in stone, this is why we're here.
Yeah, it's kinda hard to.
Let me find my expense report for the transfer station. Oh, what is this one? Oh, I have it already. I was just looking for the one I had in my bin. That's all. My expense report, I think. Did I give you my expense? Give me that one back. Let me find my expense report. Maybe I don't need it. Did he put on the back to the current one? I think that's what I have. Yeah, that's what I have already, too. Yeah. Do you have the expense report too on the back, Royce? So, do you want to talk about it?
Yep,
Okay.
so you and Jordan decided that we'd go from 57,000 up to
No, we're gonna
64
decide what
on
to do.
wages?
No, we did the math with the employees that we have, and, we figured that if you look at the expense report, that we wouldn't even have enough. He did the calculations for me. That's how we figured that, for how many hours they work and what we have, going on. But we can change it if you want to, that's why we're here. If you want to do the calculations, if you want to, we calculated out how many hours everybody works. And then, or he did, figured out how many weeks, and that's what it was actually.
Now, was this based, was Ronnie's pay figured into that base
No,
price?
no.
Well, it must have been from last year, right?
Well, I don't think it was, it looks like it wasn't in, because if you look now, if you look at the expense report right now, they're already spent over half of what, I don't know if they're gonna make it, to be honest with you, in personal
Well,
services.
wasn't this one of those major budgets that was cut last year in town meeting?
Yes.
So we're already coming up
Did
short?
it cut? Did it? It did? How much?
Yeah, and, we may sit down, I think we probably should sit down, with transfer station too, and really,
Ben. Didn't get cut.
but anyways, that's how it calculates for the hours that they're working currently, if you have, and we went down through here.
That's for people at their various wages, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. And if you look at supplies, we did reduce the supplies.
Tell you the truth, I think it looks like it's a little bit low.
The whole budget isn't low, the whole budget's
On
more.
wages, those are still wages, right?
Yes,
I mean, just off the top of my head, it looks to me like it's a little bit low. You had a 75, oh, let's see. Last year, we had a $75,000 budget there, and that was for 5 people.
we did, no, 15, 16 approved. 16,
Oh, I'm
17,
sorry,
it was
14, 15.
57,000, see, it got reduced. It was approved over here and it,
15, 16,
Where are
that's
you looking?
75,000 right there in the center. It's a full
yeah, but
budget.
remember, it failed, that failed, and then go over 16, we're in 16, 17, we're looking at 17, 18. 15, 16, excuse me, it was approved, but that was a year ago, and now this is currently, we're using 57,000, 16, 17, I guess I'm confusing myself, was,
Yeah, well, a number of people have been cut back. So that could make numbers change too quite a bit.
but Jordan did the payroll calculating according to the hours that they work.
Have you ever done one of these before?
What?
Has he ever done this particular payroll before?
What do you mean, has he done payroll? He does payroll every week.
Right.
So he calculated how many people are working, how many hours they work, how much they make per hour.
Mm-hmm. I know. Looks kind of weird to me. I'm sorry, but. And you already know, if in 2015 and 16, you had 75,000.
Mhm.
Now all of a sudden we're down to 57,000 approved.
Because we had to,
Special
because
town meeting.
special town meeting, we took Mondays, we got rid of Mondays.
Yep. How many hours did you change? How many working hours that changed?
27.
27 working hours got taken off the top every week?
That's where our problem is. You're right about that, but we had to increase the labor on Tuesday and Wednesday
Because there's
because close
busier
on
because of
Monday.
closed Monday.
So,
I'm kind of wondering what we gained out of all that, really. I noticed that I'm sure that our tonnages have changed, our demolition tonnages changed, so that's gonna be more cost down the road too.
we're taking in more garbage too.
Well, we have a lot more houses.
Yeah, so that means it's costing you a lot more.
Well, we got $7,000 more for labor.
Yeah. And we did reduce supplies because we hadn't spent any yet. I don't think, let me just look, oh, they spent a little bit, but not much.
I'd like to see the figures on the actual hours that have changed there on the wages.
Well, do you want to come in and see him?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, it's based on their hours, I think two of them work 27 hours and the other two work 2 days. Two work 18 hours and two work 27 or however they're open, but he can explain it to you better. Do you want to come in and see him about that? Do you want to go down through the rest of it though, so we can at least get the rest of it done?
Sure.
So they spent just a little bit in supplies, so we did, reduce supplies to 1,000.
For them, what's the supplies consist of though?
Well, I think it's like, for them, it would be like toilet paper, paper towels, and the toilet cleaner and stuff like that.
Yeah, the
That
rust
they use, the
remover
rust,
and all
yeah,
that.
yeah.
How, you knocked out $500 off that budget,
Yeah,
and even though you changed people, you're still gonna probably be using the same amount of supplies.
yeah, they only spent
So why-
$227.51 out of 1,500, that's why we knocked 500 off there.
Okay.
That's why we did that.
What's the date on that?
Spent,
Right.
wow, that seems kinda strange. Yeah, I could wanna see some printouts on that stuff, I might just, on what.
Well, do you just wanna come in and meet with him and go over it with Jordan first, then we can talk
Yeah.
about it again? I mean, we just gotta get these budgets done, so why don't we do that? You review it, and then you come in and you meet with, because you can come in during the day and meet with him.
Yep.
About it, go over it, he can explain it. better, or if you wanna see the article, the stuff, then that's fine.
How do we figure we're gonna use less electricity?
There was a movement or something electricity, he can explain that one too, because part of this isn't his. Part of this is, he knows, the transfer station, we talked about it.
I don't know, you're still open, well, yeah, I suppose, you're open one day less. But if you're still handling just as much rubbish, the machines are
More.
working harder. Or if you're handling more rubbish, then the
Because we get
machines
more
are working
people
harder,
coming in.
so they're running more.
Yeah.
So how do you figure that that's gonna be less money
Where?
on electricity?
Well, there's something not quite right, because percentage of that isn't
Some
that.
other things don't
But a
seem
percentage
to
of
be.
that is not that, his. And that's what Jordan's gonna fix.
Well, there's separate meters and they have separate numbers on them, and it's on the bills.
Come in and talk to him.
It's easy enough to figure out what meter is what,
It was probably put on the wrong line item.
possible, of
You gonna come in and talk to him?
course.
Okay,
Try to make it tomorrow morning if he's got time.
alright, well then, I might as well I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna take my other budgets home, I guess, and work on them some more. And I'm just gonna, I don't need to, we're not in a meeting, so I guess I don't need to really. I guess we can go home.
That sounds like a good idea. Unless you want to take a few minutes to just quickly go over some general government stuff.
Not really.
Hey, we're all, it's over, right?
Yes.
Yes, you adjourned a long time ago.
Yes.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yes.
when Ben,
Yes, sir.
when I asked how many lots, if they had any lots left, and I think you said no?
Not to be sold. There's still ones to be filled, for lack of a better term.
Right, so we're still gonna get money for the lots that are there now.
No, they're already paid for.
Wait a minute now, wait a minute. If there's a funeral,
Whoever you contract, you got a huge mess on your hands, which I've been saying. This is huge. Because it's actually gonna probably create a new department, or you're gonna create a new entity of
yeah, I
some sort.
understand that,
But the contractor will get paid to dig the hole, so yes, the funeral cost will be there. But it's not coming necessarily to the town, unless you're gonna put Tommy up there digging with that big tractor, which I don't think so.
You're so delicate.
No,
No. I'm dead.
one thing I've never been accused of is delicate. But no, it's huge. And that's me, the biggest problem is all the individual little trusts. Every one of them has to be maintained unless the Attorney General, my understanding, the Attorney General can waive that, which I thought legal was working on that, but it doesn't sound like it the way Mike's spoke. Doesn't
Our
sound like
legal
it
is
happened.
working on it also, because I have some literature on that cemetery, and Mary has been in contact with me about that.
Combine that, then you got, going from memory, I'll throw a number on it, going from memory, I thought it was around 65,000 in there.
That's what I heard too.
67 and
63.
change.
I thought it was 63 and change.
Somewhere right there, yeah.
This and go through it.
John can answer all those questions, he does, he still has
Yeah.
it. And you'll, well, whatever, you'll get a check to the town, you'll know exactly what it is.
I am, because they better look at that
I have,
cemetery budget a little bit more,
lock
because
up?
we'll be spending a lot more on maintenance.
I got it.
Oh, Mike, I think